Hello lovelies. You know, sometimes I sit down and look at what is happening online, and it honestly feels like people are rewriting reality with their bare hands. It's like everyone is holding a secret script that the actual actors don't even know about. And as I'm talking to you right now, you can already feel that quiet tension, that strange moment when fans choose fantasy over facts without even thinking twice. It makes you wonder, why is the truth never enough for people? Why do they always reach for the dramatic version instead of the real one? The truth about Pearl and Maurice is very simple, calm, and straightforward. But fans don't like simple stories, they like fire, twists, emotions, and unexpected turns. So instead of accepting what truly happened, they create a love story from thin air. Sonia appears in a video, and immediately people turn that moment into a romantic message. They add feelings where there are none, and they defend it as if it came straight from the celebrities themselves. At this point, the audience is no longer watching, they are the ones writing the story. You won't believe how a simple moment can turn into breaking news online. Sometimes I sit down and watch the reactions, and honestly, it feels like everyone is just waiting for something small to explode into something big. That silence before the internet overreacts. It is one of the strongest forms of suspense. And when it finally happens, it feels like the whole world suddenly turns on a spotlight, all because someone smiled or stood too close. Maurice can simply touch his jacket, and Pearl can stand beside him, and immediately people start shouting as if an engagement announcement just dropped. Sonia can post a harmless caption, and in 2 seconds fans twist it into a coded message. It makes you wonder, why do people run with harmless moments? Maybe online users crave gist more than peace. Every small action becomes an opportunity for them to build a story. Even when nothing dramatic is happening, people twist the narrative to make it bigger and louder. That simple moment becomes a full conversation because the internet prefers gist over silence. Sometimes I pause and think, how do fans manage to connect dots that were never meant to touch? The whole thing starts like a mystery, and before you understand what is going on, people online have already created a theory that does not match reality at all. It is almost like watching people solve a puzzle that was never made for them. Imagine Maurice posts a selfie, Pearl shares a random video, and Sonia posts an unrelated caption, and suddenly fans stitch everything together as if the three coordinated it. A small laugh becomes chemistry, a simple eye contact becomes proof, and a normal collaboration becomes hidden romance. These dots were never supposed to be on the same page, but fans drag them together to form a storyline. Why do they do it? Because connecting random things makes the gist sweeter. It makes them feel like detectives who discovered something secret. And once they create that link in their minds, nobody can convince them otherwise. Their theories become louder than the truth. Let me tell you, there is something unbelievable about watching people confidently defend a story that is not even true. Before a celebrity speaks, fans already have 10 explanations prepared. And as we talk about this now, you can already feel that bold energy, the type of confidence fans carry when they trust their assumptions more than the actual facts. What makes it even funnier is how they argue like witnesses. Pearl, Maurice, and Sonia can deny everything clearly, yet fans insist they know more. They build theories from thin air and treat them as hard evidence. A harmless caption becomes a hidden message, a normal expression becomes a sign, and a random moment becomes a secret clue. Why do people trust their imagination so strongly? Because assumptions allow them to create a version of reality that feels exciting. It gives them involvement. And even when their stories don't match any real detail, they defend it with full courage. Their imagination becomes more real to them than the truth. Before the gist even starts, there's this heavy feeling, that tension that comes when someone is dragged into something bigger than themselves. Pearl did not ask for the spotlight, yet she suddenly became a major character in a story she never wrote. And as we talk about this now, you can already sense how fame sometimes picks people without permission. Sonia and Maurice were trending, and before anyone understood what was happening, Pearl's name entered the conversation. She didn't try to trend. She didn't cause drama. She didn't chase attention. But because the internet loves connecting people into narratives, she was added to the gist like a character in a movie she didn't audition for. Fame does not always come from effort, sometimes it comes from association. And once your name appears in a trending conversation, you lose control of how people see you. Suddenly, every move, every post, every gesture gets watched and interpreted. Pearl became part of a wave she never expected. Fame can pull you in, even when you're quiet in your corner. There's a certain suspense that follows someone who becomes the talk of the internet unexpectedly. It's like people pause and wait to see what you would do next. That is exactly what happened to Pearl. The moment her name became a hot topic, people quickly turned into advisors. Suddenly, everyone wanted to direct her career. And as we are discussing this now, you can already see how eager fans are to push her forward. To them, this is the golden moment for her. They want her to release new projects, take more roles, appear in more videos, and maximize their attention. But why do fans always urge celebrities to take quick steps whenever their name trends? Maybe they think fame is a moving train. If you miss it, you may never catch it again. They see attention as a short opportunity. But what they don't understand is that not everyone moves with pressure. Not everyone wants to chase fast fame. Pearl didn't seek this moment, so expecting her to rush and change her pace feels unfair. Yet, the internet is loud, and once people start giving advice, they don't stop. There is something thrilling about that moment just before a picture goes viral. You can almost feel the internet preparing to react. One single image drops, and the entire mood changes instantly. That suspense, that breath everyone holds, is exactly what happens whenever Pearl, Maurice, or Sonia appear online in any picture or clip. A simple photo of Pearl and Maurice standing beside each other can immediately flip the tone of the whole conversation. A short video of Sonia smiling can revive an old rumor that was already forgotten. Even pictures posted separately can be twisted into a connected story. Why does this happen? Because pictures feel like proof, even when they are misunderstood. A picture carries emotions, tone, and mystery. It gives fans something to analyze. And once it enters the internet, everyone reads their own meaning into it. That one photo becomes the foundation of a new rumor or a fresh misunderstanding. For Pearl, Maurice, and Sonia, a picture is never just a picture, it is a new chapter created by the audience. Before anything even happens, there is this sharp anticipation, that feeling that fans are ready to twist any little detail into something bigger. And as we talk right now, you can feel that energy in the air. People enjoy confusion more than clarity. When something is unclear, it becomes exciting to them. Anytime Maurice posts something peaceful, people quickly search for hidden meaning. If Pearl smiles too brightly, gist starts immediately. If Sonia writes a calm message, fans twist it into a secret hint. The question is, do fans really misunderstand, or do they enjoy the confusion? Maybe confusion gives them room to play with the story. Maybe clarity feels too flat for the online world. Confusion gives space for theories, debates, arguments, and gist. And the internet loves gist. The messier the situation feels, the more attention it gets. Instead of accepting simple truth, fans create a version filled with spices. Confusion becomes entertainment. There's always that strange calm before the internet flips the storyline, and that calm is full of suspense. One moment everyone praises Pearl for minding her business, and the next moment they accuse her of contributing to drama. What changed? Usually nothing but a picture, a clip, or a caption. And as we talk right now, it becomes clear that online narratives change faster than anything else. One little picture can set off fresh arguments. A small expression on Maura's face becomes a signal, a simple post from Sonia becomes a coded message, and instantly the entire conversation changes direction. People react emotionally, not logically. Fans follow whichever version sounds loudest, not the one that is accurate. This is why one day Pearl appears innocent, and the next day she becomes part of a rumor she never created. The story changes based on what people feel, not what is real. Online narratives move like weather, quick, unpredictable, and dramatic. Before any gist even warms up, there is this dramatic tension, like fans are sitting with pens, ready to rewrite the next episode. And as we talk about it now, it becomes obvious that fans do not just watch these celebrities, they treat them like characters in a show they are writing. They behave like scriptwriters. Every gesture becomes meaningful. Every caption becomes a message. Every normal moment becomes a clue. They observe, interpret, stretch, and redesign every detail. Once their imagination starts working, the celebrities have no control over the story anymore. Fans enjoy creating plots and twists, even when the actual truth is quiet and simple. To them, adding extra spice makes everything more interesting. But the danger is clear: when imagination takes over too strongly, fiction begins to sound more believable than reality. People start believing their own stories, and rumors grow louder than facts. And that's the gist for today. Remember, the internet moves fast, but truth moves quietly. Stay tuned for more smart gist. Bye.